Imagine opening up your Forex trading platform for only a few minutes a day, look at a few charts, put in a few trades, and then go on with your day. What if those few simple actions could net you on average over 2,000 pips per month? That would be great, wouldn't it? It's possible. Keep reading to learn how. First, what does 2,000 pips mean for you? Well, let's say you traded at $10 per pip. That means 2,000 pips times $10 would be a whopping $20,000 per month. That is $240,000 per year profit in the bank. Before we continue, let me introduce myself. My name is Doug Price. I've been a Forex trader and money manager for almost 10 years. Up until about a year ago, I've been quiet and behind the scenes trading for myself and clients. But one day that all changed when I decided that I needed to make a difference and help deliver real Forex systems that work. After seeing all the garbage out there, I've made it my mission to make Forex systems available to you, so you no longer need to depend on fake vendors who make false promises and never deliver. Forex is exciting and an easy place to make money when you learn to play the game the right way. There's a reason 95% of traders lose money, because most let their emotions take control and use too high risk and leverage. When you stick to the rules of a system and use safe and realistic risks, your chances of beating the 95% losing traders skyrockets. Let me show you how. It's possible to achieve over 2,000 pips per month. But in order to do this, you must do things different than you've ever done before. 1. You're going to need to do some manual trading. 2. You'll need to trade more pairs, many more pairs. 3. Your target for each trade needs to be more than a few pips. 4. You need a system that is capable of achieving all three previous points. Automated trading has its place in this world. I personally love trading robots. But there are many situations where manual trading is superior to automation. When trading manually, you have the power to identify trades that a robot can't always detect. You're also more dynamic and able to say maybe today is not a good day to trade. Or you can even identify strong trade opportunities that a robot may not have realized is a strong entry point, because of a simple discrepancy that really wasn't a big deal. With manual trading, you can see the bigger picture that a robot might not be able to see and accumulate many more pips, which means a lot more money in your pocket. When you trade more pairs, you open yourself up for more trade opportunities. Put it this way, there's two ways to trade more. You can use a strategy that trades often, or you can use a strategy that trades less, but more accurately. Which would you prefer? Of course, you would rather have the strategy that's more accurate. But how do you make more money and more pips with less trades? You need to increase the trade frequency, but the only way to do this without destroying the accuracy is to trade more pairs. Not every strategy is capable of trading almost any pair, but I'll show you in a few moments how you can trade up to 27 pairs with high accuracy. By trading 27 pairs, there will be plenty of trade opportunities. Every trade you make should aim to accumulate many more pips. Most traders on lower time frames, such as M15, M30, H1, which is perfectly fine. But if you want to pull many pips from the Forex market, you're going to need to think bigger. Lower time frames only help you see the short term, which means you're going to get less pips per trade. You need to trade H4 and the daily. Don't worry if you're new to trading, it will all make sense soon. When trading the higher time frames, you get a bigger picture of where the market is going, and this allows you to aim for much more profit per trade. Let me ask you a question. What trading system can trade over 27 currency pairs and still average over 2,000 pips per month? There are not many publicly available Forex trading systems that can trade so many pairs and easily surpass thousands of pips each month. Fortunately, I've created such a system. I personally use it. But more importantly, I'm making it available for you to use yourself. I'm giving you the opportunity to trade exactly the way I do with insane accuracy and accumulation of profit. Without further ado, let me introduce you to Swing Trader Pro. Swing Trader Pro is a manual system that is easy to use, beginner-friendly, and requires only a few minutes of your time to trade. In a few moments, I'm going to tell you exactly how the strategy works and show you examples of it in action. First, let's talk about a few important topics that will help you improve your life. Swing Trader Pro is truly easy to trade. It's an advanced tool that is simple to operate and use. It doesn't matter if you haven't traded Forex for more than a few days in your life, or if you're an avid trading pro. You can use Swing Trader Pro easily. Here's a few example charts with trade opportunities. All three of those trades together accumulated a whopping 1,820 pips in a matter of days. That's at least $20,000 in profit. It's really that simple. No fancy calculations needed, no complicated charts to understand. Everything you need is provided with easy-to-follow instructions. Now, look at how the trade opportunity was spotted. It looked like a trend line, or maybe even a channel, right? It's actually more advanced than it looks, but simple to trade, almost like a trend line. Instead of making this a black box, let's talk about how the strategy works so you can understand why this system is profitable and why it works on so many pairs. Swing Trader Pro is based on a statistics concept that tracks price action of trading in a linear model. The concept used is called linear regression. According to Wikipedia, linear regression is, in statistics, linear regression is an approach for modeling the relationship between a scalar-dependent variable y and one or more explanatory variables or independent variable denoted x. The case of one explanatory variable is called simple linear regression. Don't worry if that sounds confusing. Even to me, that definition makes little sense. It's not really important you understand it. I'm just trying to be transparent with you and not hide anything. Basically, this concept identifies a range in which the price action is bouncing and the direction this range is flowing. It's almost like trend trading, but much more advanced and very accurate. Most Forex traders who know me know I love to use filters and confirmations to verify that a trade is valid and to avoid false trade entries. Well, it's no different with Swing Trader Pro. I provide you with a few little tricks, tools, to help you identify trades that should be avoided and trades that should be jumped into right away. Also, don't forget, it really can be traded with only a few minutes of work a day. Part of the reason Swing Trader Pro only makes a few minutes of work each day is because all you have to do is open up the platform and the system will notify you any valid trade opportunities. That's it. Easy. But wait, there's one more final and important step. This is how you'll automatically manage the trades while you're off, happily enjoying your life, knowing you're making money. The final step after opening your trade is to set your stop loss, take profit, and your trailing stop. Don't worry, this is quick and easy. Once set, this will allow the trading platform to manage your trades for you, worry-free. Often I hear concerns about the risk versus reward for trading systems. Some people worry about too high risk for every winning trade, and some people demand low risk and higher reward. Look, I understand where they're coming from, but it's not always a good model to expect low risk to high reward to work. When risk is low and reward high, you tend to get many more losing trades. When risk is higher and reward lower, you get many more winning trades. There's no right answer or balance to risk versus reward. It really depends on the trader or the system. But the goal in the end is to make more money than you lose. And I'm sure you can agree with me on that, right? Swing Trader Pro has a dynamic risk versus reward ratio, and it really will depend on the calculations of the linear regression. Basically, this means that it will depend on where certain levels are. Here's an example of risk versus reward on a Swing Trader Pro trade. Generally, with Swing Trader Pro, the risk will be anywhere from half or equal to the reward. I'm sure you can agree that's reasonable to have a 1-to-1 or even 5-to-1 risk versus reward ratio. This is a healthy risk to reward ratio, especially if you're concerned about systems with much higher stop loss than take profit, which is not the case here. In the end, it's really important that you make a lot of pips with as little drawdown as possible. In a few moments, you'll be able to gain full access to the Swing Trader Pro system so that you can start making pips right away. But first, let me tell you what's included. You get access to the full software for Swing Trader Pro that attaches to up to 27 currency pairs in the MetaTrader 4 platform. The software includes every tool and template needed to maximize your success with each currency pair and extract as much money and pips from the Forex markets as possible. The software can be used on any demo or live account and switch from account to account at any time. Additionally, the system will alert you with a sound and box to tell you which pair has a trade opportunity forming, so you don't have to look through 27 charts constantly. The system will also show you on the screen with an arrow where the trade opportunity is forming and tell you the possible entry point, stop loss, take profit, and trailing stop. Lastly, there's a few simple confirmations to help you verify that the trade signal is valid, and as a result increases your win rate significantly. Included with the software is the manual and trading guide, which thoroughly covers everything from installation to taking trades and setting up management for the trades. It's easy to read and follow and fairly quick to learn. As I'm constantly working to improve my systems, any updates to the Swing Trader Pro software will be passed along to you absolutely free. Questions do come up, and that's perfectly fine. I'm happy to help you. That is why I make my assistant and myself available almost every day to be there to help you. You've seen the live trades and proof for Swing Trader Pro. I've shown you deep inside the strategy of how it works and manages trades. You can also see the number of pairs traded is insane, giving you a bundle of trade opportunities. And you can see the huge number of pips and money that can be accumulated with Swing Trader Pro. This trading system is an asset. Just look at any piece of investment you would own, your house, real estate, stocks, etc. When you pay for an asset, usually it returns money to you, right? So of course this is no different with Swing Trader Pro. When you invest in my system, you can expect to get a return on your investment. And that makes it valuable. Because of this, I can't give you my system for free for a few reasons. 1. It cost me a nice chunk of money creating this system, and I want to use funds to reimburse myself, invest in further improvements, and create more systems. 2. I'm dedicating my time to help you and will be readily available if you need me. And I can't help unlimited number of people. It's just not possible. By putting a price on my system, it reduces the number of people who will be using my system. But good news. Although it took me a few years to build, improve, trade, and invest funds into creating this system, you won't have to waste your time or enormous amounts of money to get access to my system. Now, I can't give you access to my system for free, but I'm going to do something different that I don't usually do. Instead of giving you one risk-free reason, I'm giving you 2 very strong reasons to try Swing Trader Pro today. For only $7, less than the price of a movie ticket, try Swing Trader Pro for 5 days. Make as many trades as you like. Take it for a test drive and explore the charts for trade opportunities. If you're not happy, no sweat. Sometimes the system isn't right for you. If that's the case, you can discontinue using Swing Trader Pro and move on to something else. Even if you decide to keep my system after the 5-day trial, you're still protected by my risk-free guarantee. Let's talk about that for a moment. Once your trial expires, you're still protected. Your investment in Swing Trader Pro is risk-free. If at any time within 60 days of signing up, you're not happy for any reason, simply email me and I'll refund you every penny paid. You don't need a reason at all. If you are not happy, change your mind, or whatever other reason at all, just let me know and I'll refund you right away. I made this a no-brainer for you. This is the easiest decision you'll ever have to make. Not only do you get my 5-day trial, you also have a 60-day money-back guarantee if you choose to continue using Swing Trader Pro. So don't wait. Join today and see how many pips you can accumulate in only a few months on up to 27 currency pairs using this simple statistics tool. Thank you for staying with me this far. You'll be rewarded for it. Now, as you know, I can't give away Swing Trader Pro for free. It's just not possible or realistic. But I'm not going to make you break the bank to get a copy of Swing Trader Pro. As I understand, you need my system to help you grow your wealth. And as you can see, Swing Trader Pro really works, plain and simple. So here's the deal. Sign up today for the $7 trial. If you're happy and want to continue using it, you will be charged $497 one time. Don't forget, I guarantee you are happy with my system. If for any reason you change your mind within 60 days, I'll refund every penny. Again, no risk on you. Normally, I don't release my systems at such a competitive price. Simply, my systems work and work well. I stand behind my products. But I found that there's always a group of people who cannot afford my systems. Unfortunately, I have to price my systems higher to prevent being flooded with many traders. This time, it's going to be different. I want to give you a fair chance to get my system, but please understand this price won't last long. If you're an action taker and want to drastically grow your Forex account, then you should click the button below and get started today. Without notice, I can and will raise the price once I reach a certain number of users. So please don't hesitate. This offer is risk-free. Just click the button at the bottom of this page to get started now.